bad. Good way to start. He's small, but...
That was the one that hit me.
No, I think the one that hit you was much larger than this. I would not steal your fish. Fishing with a longtime buddy, Roland Martin, 9-time BASS Angler of the Year. I know people don't say that very much anymore, but you like to hear it, don't you, Roland?
I do.
You do like to hear it, I know. 9-time BASS Angler of the Year, and that's our first fish of the day. We've had cloud cover and rain for 3 or 4 days. And
it was the best. It was just about the best topwater I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was, right? It's just amazing topwater fishing. But now we got a clear, bright, sunshiny day. And what we're doing, we're gonna really fish shallow because the water's come up 2 or 3 feet, is up really high. And we're gonna try to fish some tail ends of pockets. And we're gonna move out on some points and do some crankbaiting. And Roland's throwing a topwater frog. I got a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait on, and we'll just see what happens, right, Roland? Oh, there he was.
Hit the frog.
You got him?
Frog time.
You got him?
It's frog time.
Oh, yeah, you got him. That's what I said. You can throw anywhere around the boat. Solid grass everywhere.
Frog time.
That's about the same size as that one I caught. Boy, he
I
ate
love
it.
frog fishing.
Did he eat it or did he eat it?
Fun.
Wow.
Frogging with the best. Now, you know, for frogging, I'm using heavy tackle. I'm using big old 50-pound braid.
I thought you told me it was 80-pound braid.
Huh?
Is it 80 or 50?
50. This is 50. This one's 50. But I do have some 65. It depends. In the open water, I'll often use 50. In the really kind of
heavy stuff,
thick stuff, I'll go 65. So I got both.
Yep.
That's the standard Spro popper. But I've modified this one. I've put 4-aught hooks on there instead of 3-aught hooks, and you notice how the hooks kind of stick out a little bit. It's not completely weedless, but the hookup ratio is twice as good with the bigger hook.
And do you bend them out where they're pointing out a little bit?
No, I just use a bigger hook.
Yeah, see, I bend them out where they're pointing out a little bit too. A little one. Okay, catching these small ones. That's not bad. He's bigger than I thought he was. The best one we caught so far.
Huh?
Boy, he's a healthy little rascal, isn't he? Look at that fish.
Fat and healthy, isn't it? Wonder what the water temperature is. Now, you know, Jimmy, just to let you know, the water is falling. Water temperature. Yesterday it was 82 degrees. Now it's 78 degrees. So
it's 78.99. Hey, roll it. It's 78.99.
Oh, this one
so
says 78.
Say 79. Yeah.
This one says 78.5. So there. Anyway, it's 3 or 4 degrees, and I don't know
it's going
how much
down
difference
though.
That makes, but
getting cooler.
Makes some difference.
Well, it makes a difference because they like to come to that cooler water. You know, they're cold-blooded animals, so their body temperature. What'd that one bite?
Swim bait.
Top water?
A swim bait.
A swim bait?
You know, when you're fishing behind Jimmy, all you can do is like fish out the back of the boat.
Well, that's all you can do up here. Yeah, it's not a boat length wide.
He doesn't give you an inch. No.
I mean, this is...
I figured we're stirring them up. I figured there's some fish here.
Sure not many.
And...
I had a little one right then.
Did you have a little one?
This is like dirt shallow right here, though.
There. You're just swimming it along. See what happens.
Yep.
I'll tell you what happens.
Another bite?
No.
How big is that one?
Nothing. Just your imagination. Leave me alone back here.
Sound like a baby to me.
You can't come back here.
Sound like a tiny, tiny torpedo.
You can't. You got to stay up front.
I've run out of water. I'm gonna have to turn my ship around.
You got to stay up front. No fishing back here.
I'm gonna stay up front.
Hey, no. You got to stay up there.
I am staying up here.
I just missed another one. Let me throw back it another time. I got to get a lure. Wait a minute. you gonna mess me up. Daggone it. You're messing me up.
Oh, I didn't.
No, I got to get a whole new bowl.
What happened to your bait?
Well, it came off, and then I got this thing here messed up, and I got to put a new thing on.
I'll hold your spot. Yeah, that's a pretty strike. Man, that's a gorgeous there. Woo! He was right up there on the bank. I mean, shallow. Pretty nice little fish. He was probably up in that fresh water up there yesterday and it's coming out.
Well, the water's dropped down a foot. So what has that done?
Whoa. That fish is over a foot there, Roland. He's a foot and a half. I'm using a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait by Lucky Strike. I've got a 3/8 ounce on here. Now you notice even with a 3/8 ounce head, of course, got my red eyes in there, chartreuse and white. Even with a 3 ounce head, I've got a rather large sized blade on there. Cute little blade, got Jimmy Houston on it. But I got a large sized blade. That's one thing that we do with our Lucky Strike Legends is I normally change blades out on a lot of spinnerbaits. I take them out of the package. So I thought, why not just put a bigger blade on in the package? That way everybody can fish with a little bit larger blade. That gives you more vibration, more thump. Even with a willow leaf, you know, and I got a double willow leaves on here. But even with the willow leaf, I'm getting quite a bit of pull, quite a bit of vibration, quite a bit of thump. I want a lot of vibration in the bait.
Jimmy, I consider you a real expert on spinnerbaits. Why do you say the larger blade is better?
Actually, Roland, I like it for a couple reasons. One is obviously you got more flash there because you got a larger blade, but also you're creating more vibration. And if you're using a willow leaf blade or a Colorado blade, either, it doesn't matter, but the larger the blade, the more it's going to vibrate. And this willow leaf blade here has really, the way we've got it designed, is it really creates a lot of vibration. I'm a big vibration guy. That's why I use round blades a lot, is because of vibration. But you know, the negative on round blades, of course, is they thump so much that they cause your wire to vibrate a lot, and round blade spinnerbaits will break quicker than willow leaf blades.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's something I just didn't know.
Yeah, they sure will.
So
that's one of the reasons that lure manufacturers, they really have kind of got away from round blades a lot of the spinnerbait manufacturers, because they if you got light wire, which we put pretty light wire on there, light wire of course gives you a lot of vibration too. But now, you know, Roland, you designed a bait. Oh, there's one. You designed a bait that, God, they're strong. He's not very big. You designed a bait you called a big bass spinnerbait.
Right.
It had giant wire. I mean, it was wire that was like...
It had heavier wire.
Real heavy wire.
Yeah, and we still kind of work with that same
That's
thing.
a pretty nice fish. He's bigger than I thought he was.
I got one. Sucked it down, son. Sucked it down.
Sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, that's a good one there.
But he hit it like a bluegill.
Really?
He just sucked it right under.
That's the biggest one of the morning so far. Yeah.
Look at the one following.
Look at that. Look at all those fish. Look at all those fish. Look. I got one. And they're all big ones. Look at them. They're all big ones.
Look at him. I'm gonna get another one.
Look at that. Look at that. There was a whole school of, you know what, Roland? You know what we talked about when we was back in that creek?
Yeah.
We're still in the creek, but we're out in the lake, in the mouth part of it. Look at that big fish. Look at that big fish. Look at that big fish. Look at that. It's bigger than what Roland's got, and he won't even land his. Look at that. Look at that big fish. That whole school, maybe 15 of them were just like that.
What do you mean yours is bigger? Mine's bigger. Mine's way bigger.
You're
Mine's
crazy.
5 pounds.
You're crazy.
Mine's a way bigger fish than yours.
Oh, no.
Folks, you saw his fish. You see my
I sure
fish.
wish I'd have kept mine so I could
My
have.
fish is bigger.
I could have held it up there.
My fish is bigger, I'm telling you. But did you see all the fish in the water?
I did.
There were like 15 of them.
It was probably
all swirling around.
Probably 15 bass right there. And one of them hit my bait.
And they all came from that creek, I bet.
There's another one.
Another one?
Right there on the edge. They might have gone back where you caught that first one. That's where I threw, where you caught the first one, right on the edge of that.
Yeah, pull out with your trolling motor.
You're
gonna ruin the spot.
I'm not gonna start it. It's
but
too
just
close.
go out that way. You're gonna screw it all up.
Oh, there he is. Oh, another double. Two more big fish. They swam right back over. 2 more big ones. Okay, Roland, we're gonna haul these up this time to see whose fish is the biggest.
Yours is bigger this time, but mine was bigger last time. Keep going out.
Now look at that. I see he throwed his back. Yeah, mine was larger before also. Look at that. That's a 5-pounder.
That was a good one. And mine was bigger before.
What has happened here is these fish were probably fish that went up in there in that in where the water was coming in, where it rained so much, that 6-inch rain. And they were up in that creek. That water sucked them up in that creek, and the water's cleared up and quit running, and so they're sucked back out. And since they were all up there together, they've all come out here, and they got over here, and they got right on that corner, that little corner right there where that cedar tree is, and that little pile of
I'd
sawdust
pull
looking
ahead,
stuff.
Jimmy. I think we're too close to them still.
What happens when those creeks get to flowing so hard like that? When you have these big flood type rains, 5-6 inches like we got down here, it washes a lot of food down those creeks. It washes down snakes and worms and bugs and grasshoppers and hellgrammites and crawfish and there's a big one right there.
That's a big one.
I didn't get a good hook set on him. Still don't have a good hook set on him. It's a big one though. I think I got him. Wow! He's pulling drag. Woo! Wow!
That's a big one.
Woo! That's a
5-pounder.
legend spinnerbait fish right there. Did you see that fish? Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, baby. Baby, 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 baby.
That's another one.
Oh, I'm in love.
That's 4 big ones we've hooked.
Isn't
right
that
here.
something?
4 big ones.
That is beautiful. If Roland and I was in a tournament right now, we'd be counting our money, wouldn't we?
I'm telling you.
We was going to say, who's buying dinner, Roland?
That's
You'd say, all the other guys that we beat are buying dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I need to retie my spinnerbait. One of the things about a spinnerbait, even if you don't get hung up and stuff, is your line, when you fish a spinnerbait, a lot of times when you cast it, it gets wrapped around. It gets wrapped around here, and you'll feel that, and it'll just feel a little funny. It feels okay, but just a little funny. You need to retie. I mean, you need to retie it, because when you wrap it and unwrap it, and it's got a lot of tension on it, it just makes some weak spots there. Roland's using 50-pound. I'm using 15. Quite a difference.
That last big 5-pounder ripped loose, though.
But
I was trying to keep him out underneath the mat. You got me.
yeah, well, you you rip a bigger hole in a fish with braided line because it doesn't bend. I'm gonna get me quite a bit of line. I'm gonna tie a Jimmy Houston knot on here. This is a good one. I get quite a bit of line. I'm gonna try to get I'm trying to get pretty far away from down there where it was on, and I got lots of fishing on. Double your line, run a double line through the eye of the hook like I have right there. You got it laying up on the index finger of your left hand. Come up there and lay it right over there also, and then get a hold of the bait underneath your finger. Wrap it 4 times. 2, 3, 4. And this is the tag end that you put through the bait, put through that loop around your finger. Tighten everything down. Now I'm holding the line and the loop. Pull that. Pull that, pull that. Now you're going to have to cut off. You got the end tag line and a little small loop. That's what you're going to have to cut. But you can take your scissors. Take your scissors, which I threw down somewhere. Take your scissors, cut it off real close. One cut and your business. Got a magnet there on the front of the boat. You can buy these little magnets. You can buy that magnets at Harbor Freight. That's a small one. You can buy larger ones. Just screw them down to your boat like I've done there. While you're running down the lake, bouncing around the waves, getting in the rough water, your stuff will stay right there where it is, and you always know right where they are.
Oh,
yeah. Right.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah, good one too.
Good one.
We might have go over and fish those. That might be where our school went, or it could be a different school.
Good bass on
See,
the swim bait.
I think what's happened is those fish pulled up in this creek with all that water running in. Then when the water quit running, they pull back out here. Are you hung up?
He's got it.
Oh, no, you got it. You got him.
He's coming. Oh, look at it. They're there. They're there.
There's some more. There's some more. There's some more. There's a, oh, I missed one.
Look at him. Look at him.
I missed one.
Look at him in the water. Oh, my heavens.
Hang on. I got one. That's at school. That's at St. Look at them. Look at all the fish. Look at all the fish. Yeah. Holy moly. Golly. Golly. They're still down there. They're still down there, Roland. They're still down there.
Right there?
Yeah. Oh, look at that fish.
Yeah, I got one on, and I'm trying to get a second
My goodness. How would you like to find that in a tournament? Any tournament fisherman in the world?
I got one.
I don't care if
just as big. I'm trying to get a second one. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. Another big one.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm trying to get...
They were all good ones like that.
Oh, he one hit it.
They were all good ones like that. I'm just letting the boat drift. I'm not starting a trolling motor or nothing. They'll probably turn around, swim, go back over there. I can't believe one didn't bite that worm.
I know, that was a worm. Look at this, another 5-pounder. They're nothing but 4 and 5 and 6 pound fish.
They're
just giant fish.
All 4 and 5 pound fish.
Oh, he hit that hardtail grub. Big old 5-pounders. Whoa, son. It's not often you find a big old school of fish like this. That is something else.
That might be the same school. It might be a different school.
Might be a different
I tell you what it is those fish, I'm telling you, Roland, they went up into that running water, up in the upper end of that creek, and then when it quit running, they come back out, and they set up around here on these edges in those cedar trees.
Yeah.
And they're jumping out of those cedar trees, biting them baits. But they're all, I mean, there's like a bunch of them. It's like a whole school of them in those trees. It's a big one too, isn't it?
On a Cinco.
Oh, there was one with him. I saw one with him.
Cinco time. Look at him. Look
Yep.
at him. Look in the water.
Yep, I saw one with him. That's
look, Jimmy.
Get my bait in here.
Huh? There's another one there.
I got my bait coming in.
Huh?
I just thrown way out there. I got him. I got him.
You got him.
Oh,
hey, that's the thing when we
get
hook
my
one,
button pushed.
you just have to hold him through the boat. Look at this guy. Look at this. This is something else. I'm telling you what, folks. This is fishing in the hand.
I mean, this is fishing.
Woo! Big 4
This
5
is
pounders.
fishing.
They're really going crazy. I'm gonna let mine go.
I'm gonna lift mine in. Oh my goodness. Look at that fish. I'll be a little bit more careful. I got a lot more hooks down I had on that Jimmy Houston spinnerbait.
Well, I went to the Cinco. You know, when things kind of slow down, you can't really default the Cinco's the deal. Can be the deal.
Don't have a barb on that hook and it. Trying that skin. That's another big 5-pounder. Golly. Well, Roland and I was talking about going to another lake after a while. We're not going. We're not going. Look at that fish. Goodness, man. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You talk about a morning fishing.
Boy, that's something else, Jimmy.
I mean, we have had it. And we've changed baits totally. Roland now's got a sinking worm on. I've got
they quit hitting the frog.
mimic.
Even though I did have 3 to hit the frog, I had 3 big ones hit the frog.
Well, it's getting lighter in the morning. Sun shining. Oh, there you go.
Underneath the boat. Oh my.
Same down there with that worm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Another big one.
Not quite as
Another
big
big
though.
one.
I think that.
Another big one.
Did it have any more with it?
I don't see them, but it could be. Could be a wormfish.
I'm gonna throw right out in the middle of this channel
But he's close to 5. He's 4.
and drop that bait down. And one thing about this mimic is I can drop it down any depth I want.
That's
You know, it's like a rattle bait, a lipless crankbait.
Son! You know, this is really amazing. To go up that creek and find that the water had fallen and the fish had all run out and gotten to school, and that first big 5-pounder to hit the frog, it was just the start of it. And then to see those fish come swarming around him, there were 15 or 20 all the same size.
And double every time.
And
double every time.
Up, and then so the last time we doubled, I put the worm on. I had a 4 or 5-pounder on. I said, Jimmy, there's fish underneath it. He threw the spinnerbait right on top of my fish, right on top, and boom, we got another big 5-pounder. So it's just, there's one. Right there, right there. Yeah, let's see if there's
Another big one.
another big one.
They're all big. They're all big. That's just all there is to it. They're just all big. And we have got the honey hole found. Oh, yeah.
Big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Another big 4 or 5-pounder. Woo, son. That's just as good as you can
That's
get.
one of the smaller ones of the bunch.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe he's not.
that's a good one.
No, he's not. He's not small.
He's not small. He's about 5 pounds.
Crankbait, yeah, he's a good one. Boy, there is a lot of fish right here. This is like a perfect type spot. It's a 90-degree turn in the creek. You see the creek right there in front of me going that way, and the creek behind me going that way. Exact 90-degree turn. So all the fish that come up this creek and go down this creek are going to end at this spot right here. And it got a lot of cover on every single point all the way around. That's another good one right there. Oh. Come here, baby. When you grab a hold of a fish with a crankbait, make sure you get it good and tight every time you grab a hold of it, because they're going to flop one flop, and they're strong. They're strong. These are strong fish. This is a little mimic imitator that was made right here in Heavener, Oklahoma, and it's actually a clear bait, and this has got an insert. You see this insert? You slide this insert down, and it can be any color. This is a shad color, but it mimics anything: crawdad color, bluegill color. But you got a fish, Roland?
Yeah.
Roland's got another big one. You see, those last two fish are a little bit smaller. Mine was larger than that one.
He was talking, and so I tried to be real quiet with this 4-pounder. So
no, you tried to be real quiet because you didn't want me to know you had one.
I didn't want to let you know.
That's a 4-pounder.
Well, I threw one in the same spot that he just caught. Okay.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that little bell so it'll ding and remind you, and you'll never miss a Jimmy Houston Outdoors video. Thanks a bunch, guys and gals.